Welcome everybody to This Is How We Brew It.
This is how we brew it.
This is how we brew it.
Hey, we got a special guest with us here, Nathaniel Loe.
Hi guys.
Nathaniel, say hi. Now,
What's his Instagram name? The Lowdown?
The Lowdown.
Is it the Lowdown or just Lowdown?
The _Lowdown.
There you go.
now is that like L-O-W?
LOE. It's different. Everybody wants to go Low like the store or like Rob Lowe. Obviously not related to
So you spelled Lowdown like your last name, not like anybody else would think to spell it.
Well, it's specifically to me, so I figured, branding.
Right.
Yeah, get that
So,
done.
just for branding purposes and to come up with a clever name, I'm
Lowdown.
going to choose one that nobody will type in on their own.
Right. No one.
Okay, just clear that up.
Even if they know it's me, they're not going to type it.
Convenience is not what you're going for.
No.
Nah, I'm not.
Obvious
going for
inconvenience is not in his.
I don't want to be what some people call easy to find.
No, off
yeah.
the grid, but on.
Right.
Yeah,
I don't even
middle.
know what
You're
I'm doing.
like you're hidden in plain view.
Sight. Yeah.
Sight.
It's in plain
Yeah.
sight. Yeah.
Now, so today we're going to talk about how to use a French press, how to brew the French press, and we asked our guest here, Mr. Lowe, to do his best not to screw up this fine piece of filmography.
That being said, I've never used a French press.
Filmography. That's the correct term.
Definitely cinematography, but good try there.
No,
bud.
I don't think that's right.
Pretty sure it says cinematography there.
I'm well, whatever, however you want to say it.
Could be right, you could be wrong. Everyone's entitled to a wrong opinion.
That's right.
It's true.
So,
Very true.
Nate, how much experience do you have with the French press?
110% no experience.
Okay, that doesn't make any sense at all.
Means I've
So,
never used one before.
all right, here we go. So we have two versions here. This one is stainless steel. They both work the same. The stainless one I actually brought from home because I like it. It'll hold the heat a little longer. It's double walled actually.
Also,
And
it's
so
like one of those Yeti bottles or something.
it's like a Yeti
Cold
bottle,
mid
like
or something.
like a all day hot, all day cold.
That honestly, I didn't realize that's why it was stainless. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so that way you can make your coffee and then you can just keeps it warm or whatever, that type of thing.
I think the only downfall with that style though is the fact that you can't see how much you got left without taking it all apart.
Yeah, well, I
It's not
figure
glass.
the reason it works though is because I make it and then I pour out a cup and then I leave and then how much is left is now my wife's problem.
So there you go.
So not really a downside over here.
And
true.
no stain.
And no stain.
Is that
Stainless.
Stainless, yeah, stain free. The other thing is that when you get like a stainless steel like this last one for example, if it's dirty on the inside you can totally see it. This one, no clue. Always clean.
So there could be mold, whatever in there, no one knows.
Wouldn't even know it. You know what I mean? So my suggestion would be, get the stainless steel one because then it's just always clean.
There you go.
Who's to say it isn't?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
All right. Talk me through how to work one of these. It looks pretty complicated. It looks
Well,
like it's
there's
got
a
a lot
plunger.
of different levers.
Okay. Yeah. So first thing, you're gonna pop the top. We'll make it here in the glass one, so you guys can see the brewing taking place. Dino, you opened up your bag of Caffeine Kilos PR blend there.
Yes, of course. Smell test. Yeah, good to go.
Oh, that's fresh.
Yeah, fresh and good. So we're using a protein scooper here, but honestly, any kind of scooper will work. Just grab one, figure it out.
There you go.
So,
And
what
you're
you
just about approximately how much is like a tablespoon for every cup? Is
I
what
would
you're
say
supposed to do, something like
some kind of a scoop per cup of water.
Okay.
that?
very nice.
Accuracy is the key.
A gradual amount of
Over time, you'll
coffee.
figure out your own scoop and your own spoon. You'll get to know it.
And that's actually a good point because some people like it a little stronger. If you want a little thicker, a little stronger.
We have three amigos here, so we'll do 3 scoops.
Well, that seems fair. One for each of us.
That last scoop is a little forward than this one, but you know what? We're rolling with it. We're just gonna do it.
That's right. Well, that's because Nate likes his a little stronger than
Oh,
you,
a little
so that second scoop had a little more in it. That way his cup will,
That was
About a
mine.
half.
That
his
was
cup will
mine.
be a little thicker.
Mine was the middle scoop.
Yours was the middle scoop?
Yeah, I saw
All right.
it.
So you got your coffee in there for however much, and then you get your hot water from under the table. That's the second.
Or
second
Danny's
heater.
urine.
Yeah. Is it water?
He was filling that up as we were filming.
Yeah.
It's way too
Yeah.
clear to be Danny.
Well, no, I
hydrated.
am very hydrated. I'm always hydrated.
Water
around
king?
here. Oh yeah.
I feel you.
And then you just you give the old what for here.
A little pour
You
over.
pour it in. Just fill it up to
Just imagine like a.
right. That's
So how many
oh,
cups
that's all right.
How many cups was that? Like,
well-
how much was that jar?
This jar is 800 milligrams. Let's see here. Oh, this is 2 that was a 3 cups. This whole jar's 3 cups. That's what, so let's,
what we need.
There you go.
there we go.
Boom,
There we go.
perfect.
And then just put your mason jar back under the table. And then,
So
yep, go and pop that on, Nathan. Now hold your horses.
All right.
Now what we're doing now is we're letting it steep.
Yep.
I think that's the
This
correct
is the
term.
steeping process. You can actually see it if it was a closer, but when you do it at home, you can see it yourself. You can see the grounds rising from the top, from the bottom to the top.
Yeah.
Now, what does it mean to steep something?
So it's basically just soaking
A
it.
little soak.
She's soaking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Different than the steep.
She might be leaking.
Is she leaking? Oh man, she's soaking wet.
Oh, God.
All right.
Someone talk to her. Someone come get your girl.
Yeah. Shout out Lil Jon.
Shout out Lil Jon.
Shout out
Come
Lil
get your
Jon.
girl.
We were talking about Lil Jon yesterday.
Lil Jon ruled the world for about 30 years.
And then he came back with
Right.
Turn Down for What?
Oh.
Turned down
Okay.
for what? And Party Rock Anthem.
Party Rock.
Yeah.
So, what's the appropriate time to
Turn Down for What? That's
I just
the
said
big
turn
part.
down?
I was just interjecting right, okay, and yeah, and then
So, and this, how long do you let it steep for?
Well, technically, you can do it anywhere from like. It depends on how good of a steep job you want, but
30
anywhere
seconds to.
Yeah, some people even wait up to like 10 minutes. Like
Really?
some people that really want it like extra.
Steep.
Yeah.
Those
But
are
like,
people who
honestly,
have time
a
to
normal steep, a few minutes, couple minutes.
Yeah,
Max.
like a hill. But
Yeah.
if you want like a cliff,
Yeah.
that's a bit.
If you're
That's
like
more steep.
Sunday morning, you want it like extra, condensed. More,
Thick?
Yeah, you want it more like a couple minutes, 2 minutes.
If you want a thick one.
I guess the question is, if you're making coffee in the morning, how much time are you willing to allow to elapse between starting to making coffee and having coffee in your mouth?
Yep.
So the longer you steep it,
I think 10 minutes is a little too long.
10 minutes is long.
well, so the longer you
But-
steep it, the more caffeine you can get out of the beans, that type of thing. But also the more bitter it may be because it's going to kind of extract more. So shorter steeping actually usually make a little smoother coffee, but not necessarily as strong as well. Or what was that, Dino? Things are
Well, you
happening.
can see all the grounds have risen to the top.
Yep. So now when you're done with your steeping, it's just a Would you want to do it, Nate?
Okay, yeah. I'm
Now
excited.
hold on.
You're
It's
about to
first
do it.
time. Do
Now
not.
there's a filter on the bottom of this piece here that separates the grounds from getting into the top.
So see, like there's a little filter there.
So right now, I'm squishing the coffee.
So you're going to now you're
squishing
going
the
to
coffee.
evenly and
Nice and slow.
but eat nice and slow because otherwise she's gonna start squirting at me.
Do I go open palm on top? Or
I generally go open palm, but nice and easy as she goes now. Oh man, you're making me nervous.
I would
Straight
go,
down, Nathan.
I would go a little
going
bit more than
straight
that.
down.
No, you're not. It's definitely an angle. There we go.
That's
It
straight.
just levels out on its own.
I'm just letting the weight of my hand.
So now this way,
Pass it down.
you want to go slow and controlled, or else you can make it go sideways, and then all the grounds will get into the coffee that you're trying to make, and then you'll just be eating grounds, and that's not what you want.
Yeah, chewing on it.
This is what you
It
call
would turn
slow press.
into like a chew spit container.
Levi Garrett.
Levi
Back
Garrett.
to that again.
Back to that again.
Yeah.
I'm upset that we don't have Red Man right now.
Next one.
Got it.
We just can't get confused with the coffee and the chew spit cans.
It's also fresh pressed.
I will be the first person to admit that I have been at my buddy's house watching TV, drinking brews, and I have grabbed a old spitter and thought it was my beer and
Yep.
drank chew spit. That wasn't my own. And
That's what makes it gross.
Yeah.
If it's your own.
It was one of those things where it was so gross.
all the way to
It
the
was
bottom,
so
or-
gross that I was in shock and I just didn't really even
Yeah.
react.
All right, so we got all the way down, and so now we got coffee. Now we pour.
All right.
So here we go, special guest. That looks like some nice brew right there.
Oh, that does.
Oh, it's thick.
Nathan, wait for everybody else.
I'm smelling it.
Rude.
Hold your horses.
I don't know what's going on over there.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Are you ready?
So, taste test on 3.
Ready? Oh, yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers to that. Smooth.
Pressed out.
Press
Would
down.
you say that it's impressive?
I'm Nathan Lowe. I know a press out.
That's a joke because
Would
he's a
you say-
weightlifter on the California strength team,
Would you
and
say
he's
that
not
that's
very good. Lots of press.
impressive? That was
Yeah.
funny.
Impressive? Yeah, impressive.
Did you say that one was impressive?
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, there we go. So now, if you don't know how to use a French press, didn't know before,
And this is
wondering-
it's almost like a concentrate.
yeah. So
Pretty thick. Like if you're gonna make coffee this way, expect it to taste a lot stronger than you're used to, because it is Very, very potent.
So what
And,
makes
and
it
another thing is too, a lot of people.
Oh, it was made in France.
What
Yeah,
makes
made in
it
France,
French?
obviously. Yeah, check it out. Made in France. So the other thing is that when people talk about coffee being pure and what kind of coffee is best or tastes best, want to taste test things, a lot of times people do talk about a French press. French press is considered like a pure way to make coffee. The same thing we talked about like with the AeroPress is you control the temperature. So unlike a drip coffee maker where it heats it up and drops it through and then there's a hot plate underneath where it continues heating it, you get the water to the exact temperature that you would like it to be. So you have more control over that aspect of it, so you're not going to be burning the grounds as you brew it. So you are going to get a more true flavor with the grounds. Another really good thing about a French press is good on the go. So a lot of times for like camping, you can do this. In fact, I have a French press mug that it just looks like a thermos with a little handle on it, but it's like a plastic insulated cup, and then it has a top to it, and it actually has a built-in French press. So like for camping, you can just take that and that's your mug, and it's just like a little built-in French press built into your plastic mug.
Now, are you heating up?
Should have brought that in.
Are you heating up this water on the fire?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Or else I would just call you City Slicker.
Well, sometimes on the propane stove, because you got to have like a stove out
if
there.
it's
to
not
cook.
one of those cans that the self-ignite.
Well,
then
what
it's
I do
then it's
is-
not, you can't call it.
You
Can.
gotta do
No,
it in
listen-
the pot over the fire.
No, see, you guys got all
Yeah,
wrong.
throw a
What
horseshoe in.
you rookies. What
You throw a horseshoe in, right?
Yeah.
A horseshoe stands up straight, coffee's ready.
I don't think that's.
That's the thing.
I don't think that's.
That's a cowboy tale.
That's
What?
not a cowboy.
Look it
tale.
up.
How would it stand up straight?
Because the coffee's strong enough. I don't know how it works.
Oh, you put it in the pot of
You
water.
throw the horseshoe in the pot of coffee, yeah. And when the coffee's ready.
That's definitely not a thing.
Oh, there's
Look
no
it
way.
up.
There's
not
no
a
way.
thing.
Maybe when the water's boiling, the bubbles bring it up.
Yeah.
That
I don't
might
know
make
the
sense.
science behind it.
Maybe that makes
No,
sense.
maybe it's because the coffee gets so thick that it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or maybe
No.
it's totally
It'd
made
have- it'd
up.
have to be the boiling water.
You know what it really comes down to? It's not a thing.
It's a thing.
Not a thing.
Google
and then,
it.
Very
further.
highly likely, not a thing.
Well, so but again, back to you guys are both rookies. What you actually do is you take your can of beans, all right, and your old school can opener. You eat, you right, and then you heat up the beans on the fire. You eat your beans, and you use that can to heat up your water for the French press. Your bean can with the lid still off, like half off.
Like a steam spout, so you know when it's ready. Will it start making noise?
No, I take it all the way out. I don't really do that at all. I just, it's 2017, so you go camping, you just get a stove.
Yeah, you pull the generator out of the Yukon and call it a day.
All right, so French press. This is how we brew it.
That's how we brew it. See you next time.
All right, see you next time on This is how we brew it. It's Thursday afternoon.
Oh, yep. That was different than the regular song.
What's up, guys? I'm here with this week's drop. This week we got the men's Indigo Movement Tee with the gray font, Caffeine Kilos, the Lifestyle, the Movement USA on our 60/40 blended shirts. Available in sizes small through 3XL, so full size run on these. Perfect shirt for in and out of the gym. Favorite cutaway of ours, honestly, that we came out with so far. So yeah, pick them up on caffeinekilos.com.